시작했네. Number 47.
네.
Would you first read it, please?
The 5 members of the computer club decide to buy a used computer, dividing up the cost equally. Later, 3 new members joined the club and agreed to pay their fair share of the purchase price. This resulted in a saving of $15 for each of the original 5 members. What was the price of the used computer?
Okay. There are 5 members, right?
Yeah.
For the computer club to buy the used computer. Dividing up the cost equally, so you can write down x over 5, which means like for each member the cost, right?
Yeah.
But later 3 new members joined the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they also agreed to pay their fair share. So you just do x of 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't get like this part. Why you have to write this one?
Because
They said this resulted in a saving of what, 50?
yeah, $15.
So, which means original cost is x of 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the new cost is x of 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is greater?
X over 5.
This is great. But after joining the 3 new members, they can save the 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to make the same equal, $50 must be here. You know what I'm saying?
Why couldn't it be on the X over 5?
X of 5 is just the original cost for each member.
Oh.
This X of 8 stands for the new cost for the each of 8 members, right? But this one you can save at 50. Understand me?
Yeah.
So you have to write down this way, not this way.
Okay.
I just wanted that. And when you solve this linear equation, you just multiply by 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why? To make the just x, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you also consider x of 8? Because after multiply by 5, this one is 5x of 8. That's not a good number.
It's 5x over 40.
So if you want to get like integral coefficient, yes, you need to multiply some number, right? But basically, you need to multiply by least common denominator. So instead of 5, you need to multiply by 40. Like this one. Then this left hand side becomes 8x, right?
Yeah.
And right hand side one, you need to distribute to right.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 5x, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can multiply, but I don't want to multiply. I just copy it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you move it, you will get the 3x, right?
Yeah.
So this is 15 times 40, right? To get x, you need to divide it by 3, right?
Yeah.
That then you can reduce it like this way first, okay? Understand me?
Yeah.
So x is 5 times 40, which is
200.
yes. So that x stands for the price of the used computer. But look at your answer. X is 6. Is it possible?
Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused.
You
That's why I
just-
circled.
You just put this used computer in wish. Okay, 2 things. Like your equation is kind of a mistake, right? 잘못 쓴 거야. And also when you solve this linear equation, you just multiply by 5. That you just keep this one. That's not good. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yes, to simplify some mathematical expression, which including like some fraction, to get some integer things, that then you need to multiply LCD. You understand me? Not only one thing.
So you
This
have to
case,
do
x of
5x
5
80.
and x of 8. Okay? And also, usually most students will multiply this 15 and the 40, right?
Yeah.
But that's not good.
Oh yeah.
Even though you can multiply, but you will divide by something. You understand me?
Yeah.
If you multiply the 50 and 40, yes, that's not big number, like 600.
Yeah.
And then you want to divide it by 3. Yes, it's okay. 600 divided by 3 is 200.
Yeah. But like,
Not a big deal. But sometimes, after multiplying, you got the some result, but and then you're going to divide it by some number. Sometimes it is kind of a big deal. So you don't need to multiply, okay?
wait.
You understand me?
Also, when you're multiplying 40 by x over 8, do you do 40x times
40x?
40x over
5?
no, for x over 8
Mm.
times 40?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be 40x over 320?
No, 40. No, this one is like two things. So you need to distribute it, okay? This x of 8 times 40. And then 15 times 40.
But what about, what I don't get is, why does 5x have to be 5x
Okay,
over
that
40?
you have to know the then number 40. That one is the least common denominator.
Oh, yeah,
40
because-
is 8 times 5. Okay?
Yeah.
So which means 8 will be cancelled out.
Okay.
Only 5 left. You have to know to like this story, okay? I mean, your question is like this one, x of a times 40. Even though you can write down this way, 40x over a, and then you just reduce, right? But you can just reduce this one. So directly we can get 5x.
Oh, I get it.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Number 48.
Yeah, I just want to check if I did it correctly. Cause
Yeah, I also checked that you answered. That's correct. Okay.
Okay.
But this part means like for the first day, 2/5. Second day, 1/3. So what portion of the load left? So at that time you can use
These come.
sum of these two fractions. You're gonna add this one. Remaining part is this one, right? But this one stands for, they said,
1,500.
1,500. Basically, 15x is 1,500, like this, right? So even though you just use this one, basically, yes, you can write down this one if you understand that, but you need to use like that variable, okay? This x stands for?
X stands for
Just the total length of the word, right? Understand me? And when you evaluate this one, I can give you some tip, okay? To get the x, you need to multiply
15.
15 over 4, right? As a reciprocal, right? So you just multiply the 15 times 15. But how about this one? 15, 15, and 100, right? Divided by 4. But that you can first reduce this one. This is a 25. Okay? What is product of the 15 and 15?
It's
225. You understand me?
because, yeah.
So for the this multiplication, you can multiply, but you can also use a kind of a distributive property because you already knew the something 5 squared, right? So I'm going to use this one. 225 means 200 plus 25, right? Times 25, right? Understand?
Yeah.
You can easily multiply 225. What is it?
It's
5,000, right?
Yeah.
How about the 25 times 25?
It's
600. Remember that?
oh yeah.
그러니까 이런 것도 자꾸 써먹어야지. The answer is 5,625. This multiplication is
Oh yeah.
understand?
But my method is kind of weird, right?
It kind of do weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
I made it into like a.
Why do you multiply by just only 5? You will have to multiply by 15.
Oh, I was dividing.
Oh, yes, you can first divide it by 4, right?
No, I was doing proportional. So 15. I did cross multiply
Cross
somehow.
Why do you cross multiply?
So I don't know what I did, but
Because you forgot the x.
yeah.
4 15ths means 1,500.
Mm-hmm.
But why do you multiply? Cross multiply.
Somehow I just got 5,625.
You forgot the variable x.
Yeah.
Understand me?
Oh, I know what I did. I ignored the 15 and I multiplied 4 times. I divided 1,500 to 4, and then I multiplied that by 5 because there's 5 people. I mean 5 remaining.
Anyway, you got like this, those numbers, like this one, and this one. So finally you got this one.
Yeah.
But kind of.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. Number 49. Could you read it, please?
Yeah.
The manager of the company.
The manager of the company planned to distribute a $50 bonus to each employee from the company fund, but the fund contained $5 less than what was needed. Instead, the manager gave each employee a $45 bonus and kept remaining $95 in the company fund. How much money was in the company fund before any bonuses were paid?
Yes, for this one, I mean, when you solve like application of the linear equation, first of all, you have to know the like variable x, okay?
Yeah.
So your variable x stands for?
So how much money was?
No, I don't think so.
Really? Isn't it like the fund?
No, this 50 is bonus amount, right?
Yeah. 50 is the bonus amount.
잠깐만, 여기 자꾸 shake it then. Because you just use 50 times x. 50 means
Employee.
bonus for each employee, right? So you just multiply x. What is it that x? That one is the total number of employees. Okay?
Yeah.
Even though they just asked what?
The bonuses. How
Total,
much money?
yes.
Yeah.
How much money was in the company fund. Okay?
Yeah.
But usually to solve like a linear equation, your variable depends on like that question.
Yeah.
So you can think this x is the like what? Total amount, right?
Mm-hmm.
But usually I just understand the your equation part, which means x is number of the employees, okay?
Yeah.
So 50x minus 5 stands for the like a total amount of the fund, right?
Yeah. And then minus 5 is what?
Yes, that one is 45x. So using another expression, you can get also like total amount of the fund, right?
Yeah.
Must be same, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can solve it. So x equals, yes, 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can plug in to get the total amount. So I can also give you the, like another expression, okay? This time, this x stands for the like what? Total amount of the amount.
Total amount.
Okay? You understand me? That time you can get the how many employees, okay? Using that information. How about this one? Plus 5. Because if you know, they want to distribute the $50 as a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That time they need a $5 more, right?
Yeah.
So this expression stands for number of the employees, okay?
50?
I mean this one.
Okay.
Understand me?
Yeah. For each employee.
No. This x stands for the amount of the
Employees.
fund,
Fund.
the money.
Okay.
Understand me?
Yeah. Oh.
Why we need to add up to 5? Because if this
We need
company-
5 more. Yeah.
Yes. If the state give the $50 as a bonus, okay?
Yeah.
That time they need $5.
Mm.
Okay? So this expression means like a total number of employees, right?
Mhm.
Using another one, you can also get this one, x minus 95
Right.
over 45, okay? Understand me? This expression also, total number of employees.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Minus 95. Yeah.
But it must be same, right?
Equal. Yeah.
Because the same company. So you can also solve this one, but you don't like this equation. Understand me? Even though you can solve it. I mean, if you solve this one, you will get x equals exact answer. Like what? $595.
$995.
$995. Like this answer, okay?
Mhm.
But
But you have to
this
find the same.
answer, but the different one. But I mean, for your x is the total number of employees, right?
Mhm.
So to answer it, you need to plug it. Yes, you can also use this one. Okay? After solve, you can get the answer directly without the plug-in. Okay? But this equation is kind of hard.
You have to
Then
find the
like this.
LCM, right?
Yes, so you need to multiply LCM, and also you got the leading number.
Yeah.
That's not good, okay? So which means, even though they just ask the total amount of the bonus fund, but you can use another variable. After finding the dead x, you can also answer, okay? Understand me? 그러니까 무조건 퀘션에 맞춰서 variable define 할 필요는 없어요. 무슨 말인지 알겠어?
Yeah.
그 말은 내가 이렇게 하는 게 훨씬 더 easy할 것 같아. 그러면은 you can define like another variable.
Okay.
그리고 그 대신 question 잊어먹으면 안 되지. 그 대신 이제 선생님이 이렇게 써주는 게 네가 쓴 expression이 뭔지는 알고 있어야 돼. 물어보니까 처음에 x가 total amount of the fund라고 그랬잖아. 아니셨네. 그치? 그러니까 이렇게 물어보는 거지. 만약 if x is a total employee, 그러면 얘가 뭔지. 그치? This case, if x is total amount of the fund, 그러면은 펀드를 가지고 네가 뭘 할 수 있는지. You can get the total number of employees at this company. 알겠어? 그런 것들을 이렇게 어떻게 할 건지.
Okay.
그치?
Yeah.
50는 보니까 x minus 5 times 8 equals 136.
36.
그리고 next one은 이렇게 해서 70. 왜 이렇게 두 개나 썼지?
Oh. So 136 was something else?
우리 한번 보자. My teacher gave me a number and told me to subtract 5 from the number. Yes, you did it. And then multiply the result by a. Unfortunately, it wasn't really listening. I thought she told me to subtract a first, then multiply the result by 5. Okay? I did those computations correctly and came up with 7 as my answer. You know what I'm saying? What is the correct answer to the question my teacher actually asked me? What is it exact question?
It's 136.
Like this one, right? But you did it this way, right?
Yeah, because I was just trying to find x.
And then you need to plug in to get the exact answer.
Yeah.
그지? 근데 이거 빨리 써나가고 처음에 이렇게 됐는 줄 알고. 그리고 여기 보세요. 솔브 할 때. 우리끼리 하니까 좀 편하게 할게. 카메라만 돌면은 사람이 이상해져서. When you solve this one, you just distribute it, right? 근데 선생님은 distribute 안 할 거야. 5로 divide 하는 게 더 좋아.
5 divide.
Divide by 5, both
But
sides.
it says in here he subtracted 5 from the number and then multiply the number by 5.
Okay, you can take the backward idea. Answer is 70. Okay, how can you get this 70? From the x, you first subtract, right? X minus a, right? And then multiply by 5, right? This one is like what? 70, right? This is multiplied by 5, right? Backward means you can first divide it by 5. Okay?
Yeah.
So which is 14, right? And then to get x, you just adding a, right?
Yeah.
So 22. Same
X
answer.
minus 8 times 5, yeah.
Understand me?
Divide by 5.
백워드로 하는 거야. 백워드로. 열치는 subtract 먼저 하고 multiply 했다고 그랬잖아. And then she got the like 7, right? To get this original number x. 그지?
Yeah.
그 말은 무슨 말이냐 하면은 when you solve this one, you first dispute it, right? 근데 그렇게 안 해도 된다고. 무슨 말인지 알겠어?
Yeah.
For the linear equation, order는 없어요. 무조건 디스피트를 먼저 해야 되느냐 이런 거는 없어. 알겠어? 근데 여기는 result가 7이라고 해서 7이라고 나왔기 때문에 7 is divisible by 5, right? 그러면 divided by 5를 하는 거 훨씬 더 쉽지.
Yeah.
알겠어?
Oh.
어차피 나중에 너 보세요. 여기 보면은 110 divided by 5 했잖아.
Yeah.
그럼 7이 divided by 5가 더 쉽지 않아? 그렇잖아.
Yeah.
그러니까 아직 지금 솔브한 것들 보면은 47에서 이렇게 5 멀티플라이하고 지금 이렇게 쓴 거는 네가 좀 생각을 해봐야 돼.
Don't worry about 5.
여기서 다시 한 거니까 뭐 그지? 근데 처음부터 이퀘이션 틀렸기 때문에 엔서는 안 맞지만 어쨌든 여기서 다시 또 에이스를 멀티플라이를 했어. 그지?
Yeah.
근데 에이스를 멀티플라이 할 때도 보면은 여기다가만 멀티플라이 하죠. 그런 게 어딨어? 여기 다 해야지.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
선생님 여기 이퀘이션은 밸런스가 맞는 스퀘어이랑 똑같아. 그럼 여기 썸띵즈가 있고 썸띵즈가 있는데 여기는 홀띵즈 다 하고 얘는 얘한테만 해버리면 그게 밸런스가 맞아? 밸런스 탁 무너져 버리지.
Oh yeah.
그렇잖아.
I forgot.
그러니까 매스에서는 이퀘이션 솔브 할 때 이퀘이션에서 뭔가를 하려면 both side에 똑같은 걸 다 해야 돼.
Okay.
알아들었어? 하나만 이상한 짓 하면은 틀려진다고. 이것만 한 거야?
Just up more up.
업에 있어? 아 여기 있는 거?
Yeah. This is number 46.
46.
Yeah. I did make the equation. It was very similar to question number 48. A little bit
Talking
easier.
about the 46, right? 조그만 한 거지? 되게 작게 나오네. 지금 선생님이 프로블럼 안 읽었어. 이거 쓴 것만 보면은 그냥 x를 3 12s, 4 12s, 5 12s 이렇게 딱 스프릿한 것밖에 안 보여.
Oh yeah.
이거는 그냥 always true지. 그지? 이거는 뭘 솔브하고 할 수 있는 이퀘이션이 아니야. 알겠어?
Yeah. It's all x. I think x was
한번 읽어보세요. 뭐라고 쓰는가?
from a certain apple tree. Jenny picked 1/4 of the apple, and Lenny picked 1/3 of the apples. Penny picked the rest of the apples. If Lenny picked 7 more apples than Jenny did, how many apples did Penny pick?
그러면은
So I just make it.
to make the equation, you have to use Lenny's one and Jenny's one. 그걸로 해야지. Okay? So which means you need to first define x. What is this x?
Apples.
total number of apples at this apple tree, right?
Yeah.
So Jenny, how many apples picked?
1/4.
So you can write down the 1/4 x. This is Jenny's one.
Mm-hmm.
How about
Lenny?
Lenny?
1/3 x.
1/3 x. 이게 whose one? This is Jenny's one. 여기는 Lenny.
Lenny, yeah, L.
L은 1/3 x, right?
That's why I made it into like the same.
근데 compare는 Lenny, Jenny, 맞지?
Yeah, but we don't want to find how many apples.
Lenny가 Jenny보다 얼마나 더 많이 했다고?
7.
그러니까 1/3 x minus 1/4 x 함께 이렇게 different 7 알아들었어?
Yeah.
아니면은 뭐 1/3 x equals 1/4 x plus 7 이게 더 좋겠지? 여기 솔브 열심히 하면 되지.
Yeah.
근데 지금 네가 워크한 거에는 그런 스토리가 없어. 그치? 그러니까 선생님이 봤을 때 네가 플랜이 뭔지를 잘 모르겠다.
Oh.
여기서 물어본 거는 누구 거 물어봤냐면 마지막 패니 걸 물어봤지. 그러면은 패니는 뭐야? 지금 여기를 쓴 걸로 보니까 요만큼이야. 패니's one이 5 of 12 x. 아 그러니까 내가 x를 찾아야 되겠다. 그치? 그러니까 처음부터 시작할 때 x는 total number, 그지? 그걸 하는 걸 찾는 게 좋겠지. 어쨌든 요거 subtracting 하면은 this is 1 over 12 x야.
Isn't it like? No, wait.
1/3가 1/4보다 큰데 마이너스 나올 수 없어요.
Yeah.
그리고 여기는 왜 12 multiply 안 해요? 이렇게 물어볼 수도 있어.
Yeah.
근데 별로 어렵지 않기 때문에 그냥 하는 거야.
Oh.
1/3 마이너스 1/4는 어렵지 않기 때문에 무조건 뭐 fraction 했으니까 무조건 multiply 해야지 이런 건 아니야. 어려우면은 해도 되지. Anyway, x는 어떻게 돼? 12 times?
7.
근데 이걸 또 열심히 multiply를 하고 하지 마. 여기다 그냥 풀어내야 돼. 5 12 times what?
12.
times
7.
7. 그럼 바로 캔슬하고 싶게.
And 35.
35. 그러니까 보통 매스를 할 때 보통 친구들이 가장 많이 하는 미스테이크가 뭐냐면 탁 찾았어. 자업타임 시작을 막 열심히 해야지. 그래. 84. 그게 별로 중요하지 않아. 지금 여기 있어. 알겠어? 학교에서 뭐 multiply, integer by, fraction 이런 거 하고 이러면은 그거 많이 연습했잖아. 그지? 근데 애들도 무조건 하고 5 times, 12 times, 7 먼저 하고 divide by 12 이거 참 웃긴 거 같아. 알지브라에서는 division은 multiplication은 똑같아. 그러니까 multiplication은 뭘 할 수 있어? associative property. 그지? 그리고 commutative property. 그러니까 그런 것들이 있으면 내가 제일 이지하게 할 수 있는 건 먼저 하는 게 포인트지. 그지? 무슨 자꾸 뭐 펜다스에 꽂혀가지고 막 순서대로 해야 돼요. 이렇게. 왜요? 이러면 미스테이크 할까 봐요. 그렇게 하면 미스테이크 하는 거야. 전체 스토리들을 잘 보고 있으면 별로 미스테이크 할 일이 없어. 그리고
Number 46, I just made the fractions and then just plugged number 7 because 4 times 7 equals 28 and 4 times 7 equals 21. And I just saw if it was different, like 7 differences, and then just multiply by 5.
그렇게 그건 그렇게 네가 하는 건 케이스고.
Yeah.
그렇게 해도 틀린 건 아니에요. 열심히 이것도 해보고 저것도 해보고 하면 돼.
But it's not like the correct equation.
그러니까 무슨 말이냐면은 여기 인포메이션을 딱 읽고 이렇게 이야기를 하는 거지. number of apple이 fraction이 되진 않을 거 아니야. 물론 새가 와서 먹고 뭐라면 뭐 그런 거 카운팅도 안 하겠지만은 딱 보고 maybe or like you can make sure number of apple must be multiple of 12. multiple 12 쭉 해서 보는 거지.
Yeah.
그렇지. 해갖고 보니까 처음에 12로 하니까 3, 4, 5밖에 안 되지. 그 다음부터는 24. 그런 건 없네. 여기 있는 3, 4, 5를 더블 계속 해보는 거야. 더블하고 트리플하고. 그런데 지금 얘하고 얘가 얼마만큼 차이 난다고?
7.
그럼 7을 멀티플 하는 게 맞아.
Yeah.
스마트한 애들 딱 보고, 35 이렇게 해. 그러니까 이퀘이션을 만드는 게 무조건 하고 무슨 마스터 키니까 무조건 이렇게 해야 되는 게 아니에요. 우리가 이퀘이션을 만들어서 솔브를 하고 하는 이유는 금방처럼 그렇게 생각하는 게 힘들 때가 있기 때문에. 그렇게 잘 생각하는 사람들도 있지만은 그렇게 잘 생각이 안 될 때도 있거든.
Yeah.
그러니까 어떻게 하든지 이 프로블럼 어떻게 솔브를 할까 가르쳐주는 매스 툴이 있는데 그게 리니어 이퀘이션을 만드는 게 하나의 아이디어인 거지.
네.
내가 쭉 읽어보니까 이게 무슨 스토리인지 알겠어. 그러면은 케이스워크를 해가지고 해줬다. 매스에서는 케이스워크를 굉장히 많은 써. 그리고 뭔가를 언더스탠딩 할 때도 케이스 바이 케이스로 자꾸 생각해보고 거기서 우리가 어떤 패턴이나 어떤 룰을 찾아내면은 뭔가를 얻어낼 수가 있고 또 많은 매스매티션은 그런 걸 가지고 디어렘도 만들고 이렇게 하지. 알아들었어?
네.